Welcome back, everybody. This is Crazy Cross Divine playing Bruse Order's wrestling career in Wrestling Empire. Last time, we were fired because we didn't want to take a pay cut. Now, let's continue with the show. To the ring, Mike Bale. Here comes Bruse with that camera.
I don't know how this match got sanctioned. You're clearly out of your depth, Mike Bale. I'm a bigger star than you will ever be, and I feed off the energy these fans give me.
I don't see any fans, but
I've heard it all before, kid. It's time for you to learn that there's no substitute for experience.
come on. Ref, move. There we go. Alright, now, let's go. Dodge! Bruse with the successive rights and lefts to Mike Bale's face and hits him with the Frankensteiner. And Bruse rolls him up.
One.
Mike gets out of it and rolls Bruse up, but Bruse gets out. And a super kick right to Mike Bale's ball sack. Mike's laying, writhing in pain on the canvas. And Mike with a punch. Now Bruse. They're both hitting each other in the face. Mike gets out and tosses Bruse with a belly-to-belly suplex. Bruse up and hits Mike with a massive super kick, sending Mike to the ground. And another one. And the famouser on the Mike Bale. And Bruse hits Mike with a running sidekick, picking Mike up and rolling him up. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Bruse. Bruse goes to the second. He's just calling. He's calling for something. He wants Mike to get a little bit closer. And he hits Mike from almost across the whole ring into the final justice, but it knocks down the ref. 1, 2, 3. The ref gets up just in time to count the 3. And Bruse Order is your winner.
That sitting body slam is a nice finisher. I can't wait to kick out of it.
It's called the final justice.
Nice to meet you, Bruse Order. We invited you here to discuss working for Super Lucha Libre.
Okay.
You're not exactly a priority for us right now, but we'd consider bringing you in with this deal.
Alright, that is $3,400 per week. Not as much as I was making, but I'm working for 32 weeks. Downside guarantee means I get paid each week no matter what. This is actually a pretty lucrative contract, and I think I'm gonna go for it.
Great, I'm glad you could agree to our terms. Welcome to Super Lucha Libre. Bruse Order, how would you like to take me on in a match on the 3rd week of May?
Yeah, let's go.
Sure, it's a date. Alright, I'll see you on the 3rd week of May. Make sure you're ready because I know I will be.
Alright, we got a tables match versus New Jack. His agility is better than mine. Alright. Hopefully we can win. And to the ring, Bruse Order with mic in hand. His debut match on Super Lucha Libre. Here's his opponent, New Jack.
You're a long way from home, Bruse Order. You should have stayed at wrestling school. You may have been a big fish in that small pond, but Super Lucha Libre is too tough for a loser like you. This is my yard and these are my fans. Nobody carves out a successful career here without my blessing. That's strange, because I recall signing my contract with Derek Switchoff and not you. Derek Switchoff can't protect you once you step in this ring, so you better watch your attitude.
And a running sidekick to New Jack, but New Jack takes Bruse down to the mat with running head scissors. But Bruse might have been playing possum because he took New Jack to the ground, onto the floor, and he just rolled New Jack head first into the back of New Jack's head into the corner of that table. And that's it! New Jack gets tossed through the table by Bruse. So Bruse Order is your winner in this first debut match of Super Lucha Libre. "36 seconds. Not bad for a first match. Alright, let's get rid of that prop because it's costing me $900.
I was glad to see you leave wrestling school. Now you're Super Lucha Libre's problem.
Dude, we didn't even have beef. Why you starting shit?
Hey, Bruse order, don't you ever wish that there was someone in your corner to guide you to victory?
I mean,
So long as you give me my cut, I'll make sure you never lose another match.
hun, I'm gonna say no because
No,
I don't
I
have that
don't need
money.
any
It's not
help.
like I have $8,000.
Well, perhaps we can work together some other time? I've always got your back if you need it, Bruse.
Thank you. Steve Engine's team. Alright, let's go to our gimmick and let's get rid of the camera because it's really 900. It won't tell me. Still, I don't want to pay $900 for it every single time. Alright, let's see who's on our tag team. Approaching the ring, Belmont and Steve Engine. Belmont looks no shape to perform tonight. Here comes Bruse Order and Dragon Ryan.
It seems things have been spiraling out of control here at Super Lucha Libre. Well, not tonight because I've been called in especially to restore order. If you step out of line in my ring, I'll kick both of your asses as if I'm in the damn match.
Oh my god!
Haha, did you actually believe that I was ever on your side?
Dragon
Bruse
Ryan
Order.
just betrayed Bruse Order. He
That
gave
just
him a
shows
hug
how self-absorbed you are.
and then Russian
You
leg
never
sweeped
think
him.
about anyone except yourself. I like to keep my friends close, but my enemies closer, and I've seen as much of you as I can take. Now all I want to see is you suffering, and I'm glad I don't have to keep up the pretense anymore.
The screw job right in the beginning. They were supposed to be tag team partners, but it looks like Bruse is by himself. Frankensteiner after hitting Belmont with a sidekick. And now he's going after Steve Engine. He needs to send him down. He goes for a pin on Belmont, but it wasn't enough. Is this how they conduct things as Super Lucha Libre? Turning it into a triple threat match. Verse 1. And Bruse is fighting back. From everybody. I'm surprised the damn ref hasn't gotten in. 2 running sidekicks, one to Belmont, one to Dragon Ryan. And the ref's telling him to get out of the ring to Dragon Ryan. And Bruse goes for a DDT, but gets speared instead by Belmont. Bruse with the gut-wrench suplex. And choking Belmont out. But the numbers game. Steve Engine with a double choke slam to Bruse. And Bruse hits Belmont with a leg drop. And. and then a stomp to the back of the knees. onto Belmont. He's going back up again. He misses the stomp. What's he going up for another time? Trying to go for those ankles. And he twists Belmont around into a sharpshooter. And now Steve Engine and Dragon Ryan both come into the ring. And Bruse accidentally takes out the ref with a super kick. Bulldog to Belmont. Bruse goes back up. Stomp onto the shoulder. And Dragon Ryan interfering in the match again. Wait your damn turn. Bruse rolls Belmont up. Belmont pulls Bruse up. And Bruse starts choking Belmont out. And that's all there is. Belmont raises Bruce's hand.
And nobody else has what it takes either.
And the sleeper hold on Belmont caused Belmont to tap. Bruse going after Dragon Ryan with a dragon suplex onto the outside. And now they're fighting at the ramp. And a clothesline takes Bruse down. And he's dizzy and wobbling back behind the curtain. Alright, so we had our first screw job today.
That dragon suplex is a nice finisher. I hope I'm never on the wrong end of it.
Yeah.
Super Lucha Libre's ratings are up because of me, not because Carlito is the champion.
That's cool. Open challenge. Mystery opponent. Abismo Negro. He's walking to the ring. And I guess that's my mystery opponent. Abismo Negro.
Haha, it was a setup all along. I think I deserve an award for that performance. I'm sorry you didn't get a copy of the script, Bruse order, but you're just a puppet. You should have seen your face when you found out. It was as formless as all of these morons watching. I'm glad you enjoyed toying with everybody, Abismo Negro, because it'll be your final act.
And they're off. Bruse dodges the knife hand chop and hits Abysmo with a snapmare and a running sidekick and a super kick and another running sidekick. And he takes him over. Frankensteiner pins him. 1, 2. No! Abysmo out at the 2. And then low blows Bruse with the kick to the nutsack. And he won't get off Bruse. He's choking him. But Bruse gets out and goes for a DDT, but gets slammed to the mat with a slime buster. An exchange of punches and kicks. And Bruse misses his punch and gets caught in the jaw. Abysmo takes Bruse up. Frankensteiner from the top rope. Bruse tries to kick Abysmo. Now he's just punching him in the back, in the stomach. He goes to the top. Spinning heel kick to the floor. And now he jumped DDT, spinning him. Abysmo into the barricade. The steel barricade, his face hit. And Bruse goes over the top rope, trying to hit him with the spinning wheel kick, but completely misses. And smacks the back of his head on the steel steps. And he waits for Abysmo. Well, Abysmo comes out. And now, a springboard, spinning, leg drop. And what's this? Final Justice. Onto the stick. Onto the floor. And into the barricade. And now, a dragon suplex into the barricade. Abysmo is lying motionless on the concrete floor. And Bruse looks like he's gonna wait out the 10 count. But Abysmo gets to his feet and gets knocked back down with the spinning heel kick off over the top rope, keeping Abysmo on the ground. That's it. Count out for Bruse. But that means Bruse Order wins again. Another match.
We're pleased to be joined in the studio by Bruse Order of Super Lucha Libre.
Okay.
Setting aside your personal feelings, which promotion do you think has the highest TV ratings right now? Maple Leaf Grappling.
After I left?
No,
No?
Maple Leaf Grappling's ratings are only at 86%. It seems you don't care what happens outside of the ring. Do you ever get the feeling that there's a higher power influencing your actions? Yeah, it can get weird. Yeah, it feels like someone is pressing my buttons too. Whenever something crazy happens, it's usually their fault.
Oh no, it's the game.
We've seen a lot of wrestlers pass away. What do you think happens when we die? I believe we go somewhere else. Yeah, I heard there's a special place waiting for us and it's even possible to come back in a different form.
Cool.
I think you came across quite well, Bruse order, so thanks for your time.
Alright, we got a 5-man street fight. To the ring, Bruse order. Do they all want to kill me? And Phil Graves is on his way.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank that old sitcom from 15 years ago for this lead in. But how are we supposed to follow that? Especially when another sport may be taking place somewhere in the world. Personally, this is the most fun I've ever had. I'm just sorry you're not having as much fun as us. This tribalism has to stop. Taking cheap shots at each other is only acceptable if we're the ones that started it.
And Bruse gets to the outside. There's a bunch of stuff that's happening. It looks like El Bismo and Hillbilly Jim wanted to take out Bruse. So Bruse is fighting on 2 of them on the outside. Bruse is getting, he drops a Bismo onto his head. And Hillbilly just left Bruse alone to deal with the Bismo. So Bismo is Bruce's first victim. And Bismo is taken out. Hillbilly with the chair, but Bruse takes him over. Bruse, Germans, Hillbilly onto the barricade. Back first, hitting, stepping. He picks him up again. And another head smacking against the barricade. And another one into the metal barricade. Bruse calls it. He says, final justice. Onto the chair and into the barricade, and that eliminates Hillbilly. Bruse taking on Phil Graves. German on Phil. It really was 4 against 1. A jumping DDT to Phil. This man is tall, so Bruse has to get that height. And another DDT. Taking him over. Frankensteiner. Phil collides in the Hillbilly Jim. And Phil's out. It's Bruse. And the Bulldog. Bruse with the running sidekick. Twisting Bulldog around into a German. Picking Bulldog up, Frankensteiner. And that's it.
I just defeated 4 other opponents to prove that I'm the best wrestler in Super Lucha Libre. And yet I'm not the heavyweight champion. I'll leave you to figure that one out.
He makes an excellent point.
Carlito has always been scared of me, and I just proved why he should be.
Bruse just beat 4 other people. 4 of the top competitors. And he's telling Carlito that he's challenging him for his belt. Well, Carlito accept the challenge? It looks like Carlito answered our challenge. To the ring, your heavyweight champion, Carlito! Super Lucha Libre's champion. Bruce Order is on his way. It looks like Carlito answered his challenge. Does he have what it takes to prove that he's championship material? Oh, he fell off the steps. Hopefully that didn't tweak his ankle. There's no prologue, dialogue, anything. The match is just starting. Both of them keeping a distance from one another. Carlito says, bring it on. He won't even take off the belt. And he misses with the forearm shot. And he takes Bruse and drops him with the clash. That front face clash, and now he's choking him and trying to rip Bruce's neck off of his shoulders. And he suplexes Bruce over top. But Bruce was waiting for him. He super kicked Carlito while he was coming down to the floor. Top, spinning heel kick to Carlito, and now he bulldogs Carlito into the stairs. Carlito flips Bruse into the stairs. The stairs implode, and Bruse with the running sidekick taking Carlito and the ref down at the same time into the Frankensteiner. Come on, ref! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, Bruse!
For those that like to keep count, this was
He's your
my
champion!
18th victory in a row.
Your heavyweight champion of Lucha Libre, Super Lucha Libre!
My streak, and nobody else has what it takes either.
And he holds that belt! Puts it on! Because this is his! Celebrating with the crowd. hardships that he has faced gave him a championship. The true heavyweight championship. And that takes Super Lucha Libre second place. 89 ratings.
Enjoy it while it lasts, Bruse order, but nobody actually believes you're the heavyweight champion.
That's funny because the title that I'm holding says I am. And there is nothing. Oh crap. 6-way ladder match. I guess I will be losing it. I suck at ladder matches. But while we're here, hey. God damn. Alright, my strength's at 89. Trying to get that thing to 90. Trying to work out, get that thing to 90. Let's try not to die. We're gonna go into the hotel for 100 and get some good rest. Alright, see we're at half. Hopefully we were able to get all the way. After 10 hours of comfortable sleep, I'm at 92%. Good. Alright, so my health went to 92. Alright, this match I probably won't be commentating much because I need to actually focus. First, your heavyweight champion, Bruse Order, is coming to the ring. Now Carlito, your former heavyweight champion, is coming to the ring. Can Bruse retain his championship? Or will we
larger than life. Just accept that a new generation has come to replace old-timers like you. I'm the future and your history.
Alright, let's see if something I can do. And Rain Dragon catches Bruse. And now he's choking Bruse out on the outside. And he won't let go of Bruse with that figure four leg choke. Neck choke. Bruse with a German. Frankensteiner taking Mean Gene over. And now Bruse throws Mean Gene into the announce table. And Bruse injures his shoulder. He falls to the ground, injuring his shoulder. Trying to break the rest of Bruce's shoulder. Bruse rolls in. Picks up the announce table. And what's Bruse trying? Everybody's in the ring now. Bruse teleports to the top of the ladder and lands onto the announce table and gets kicked in the head. And those assholes just broke the table. Bruse lies motionless and gets flattened. Is fighting with everything that he has, and I don't think it's gonna be enough. suplex. I don't even think Bruse is gonna be able to climb. Mean Gene. Almost had it. Everyone's injured. And Bruse takes Giant Ryan out with the German. And now he takes Carlito out with the German. No! Bruse on his way up gets taken down. Bruse trying to get back up. Carlito was on his way. Bruse climbing to the top. No! Bruse struggling to get back to his feet. Nobody's in the ring, but Bruse cannot get to his feet. He cannot get to his feet. He's been trying. He's at the bottom base of the ladder. He got up and got knocked back down. He again has fallen to the ground, struggling to get back up. And Ryan just decides to smack Bruse in the back with a piece of wood and launches himself into Bruce's face with that same piece of wood. Carlito picks Bruse up. Headlock taking Bruse over into the announce table. And Bruse gets dropped again with the stunner by Dragon Ryan. Bruse trying to make it back to his feet. And gets kicked and punched by Carlito. Carlito drops an elbow. And now Carlito and Bruse are fighting in the middle, and Carlito overpowers Bruse into a gut wrench. And now he's just kicking Bruse, keeping him down. Carlito targets Bruse. Bruse with the Northern Lights. Bruse taking the ladder to the center. And Dragon Ryan takes 3 people down, 2 people climbing, but he realized the ladder's not in the center. And he spears Carlito. He takes Mean Gene out. Dragging Ryan. Spinning head scissors. Jumping off the ladder on the Bruse. Bruse gets out of it. Frankensteiner's dragon. And nobody's there. No! He was on the top. He goes for the top. He gets slammed down by Larry Zbyszko. Larry is gonna be your no. Larry jumps. Mean Gene, Carlito, both on the way to the top. Larry on the way to the top. And Larry Zbyszko is your winner.
To beat the man, but that's not how you took my title, Larry Zbyszko. You're not the real champion, and you never will be until you defeat me.
Yeah, Larry. I challenge you to a one-on-one match. Because that's bull, and you know it. So Larry took my title. In the ladder match.
Listen, Bruse order, after what happened I realized that none of this is worth dying for. Why don't we put all of this behind us before somebody seriously gets hurt? Alright, let's make peace. I can't see us ever being friends, but at least we can move on with our lives. Listen, Bruse order, we're going to market a chainsaw and we'd like you to promote it.
You sure?
If you could just mention the product during your next show, it could be worth $1,580 to you.
Alright, I mean, you're giving me a chainsaw.
Sure, I'll endorse the product. Great, I'll give you a chainsaw to take to the ring. It'll be worth every penny to see you with it.
You don't know how much destruction I can cause with that. Alright, let's go see if I can talk to Larry about getting that title match.
What do you want, order? This better be worth my time.
I'm challenging you.
I challenge you to a match. We've already faced each other recently. Let's revisit this further down the line.
So you're not gonna give me my title match. Okay. Kazuya Mishima. Hoo. Might not be able to win. But I do have a chainsaw now. It could end badly for me too. Alright. Approaching the ring. Chainsaw in hand. Bruse order. And now, Kazuya Mishima.
I wouldn't normally do this, but I can't go another moment without telling you about this chainsaw. It's no exaggeration to say that this chainsaw changed my life. I don't know where I'd be without it.
This is gonna change Kazuya's life too.
And you don't have to be a super lucha libre star like me to own a chainsaw like this. For just a few dollars, you can pick up one of your own, and I suggest you do so before stocks run out. You've obviously sold out, Bruse order, but so has this arena and they paid to see me kick your ass.
Damn, you're tall. Very quick. Those punches. Side kick! Can't let him hit me with those punches. Running bulldog on the Kazuya! Side kick! No! He snapmares Bruse! He's quick! He's fast! He might kick my ass! He's trying to break my arm! He kicked me when I was down. Kazuya, headlocks! Bruse. Bruse in the corner. It's knocked down. Kazuya with the neck scissors. Right. Trying to break Bruce's arm. Bruse trips Kazuya. Northern Lights Kazuya. Bruse stepping away. He's going to the outside. He's picking up the chainsaw. He's waving the chainsaw at Kazuya. He keeps trying to attack Kazuya with the chainsaw. Kazuya! But Bruse drops Kazuya with a cutter from nowhere and hits him. He's attacking his feet. He gets in to beat the count and rolls back to the outside to pick up the chainsaw again. Kazuya has Bruse on the outside. Now he's just kicking him. Bruse with the snapmare. Picks up the chainsaw. He's cutting Kazuya with it again. Oh no! Kazuya took Bruce's chainsaw and smacked him in the face with it. Kazuya tossing Bruse into the barricade. There's a 6 count. Kazuya's trying to break Bruce's arm. Kazuya DDT Bruse into the chainsaw, and now he's choking him. Get up! Bruse stuck on the outside, having his head squeezed in. Bruse gets in by the 9, rolls to the outside. Snapmares Kazuya onto the chainsaw. And Bruse Order is your winner with the countout. Smacking Kazuya with the chainsaw, making it so Kazuya couldn't get to the top. And Bruse running around with his chainsaw because that's the winning. Without it, he would not have won. And it's fine because they turned me into a heel. So I can use all the dirty tactics I want. Alright, so that's it for this episode. So I'm fighting There Is a Visco. It's in the non-title match as Bull, but okay. Like, subscribe, share this with your friends. Tell me how I'm doing in the comments. Leave comments. It's Thanksgiving season, November, so I know we all have something to be thankful for. Make sure you tell yourself what you're thankful for every day. Cross out.